What's up everyone? Welcome to our Korean apartment tour. Now Becky and I, we've been living in this place for a couple of months, and so we thought it's a good time to finally show you around. A little bit about this apartment and this building in particular. It's brand new. So we're actually the first tenants to live in this particular unit, and we're super excited to show you because it's very modern, and at this price point, you don't find too many Korean apartments that looks this nice and is this new. We're choosing to live a minimalistic lifestyle, so we're not really filling this place up with a lot of stuff. Anyways, we hope that you have a better idea of some of the apartments that are in Seoul, and we hope that you enjoy the tour.
This is the foyer of our house. As you can see, there's a separate little shoe area. Why? Because in Korea, we don't wear our shoes in the house. But that's a way to keep our floors clean. You know, it really helps to separate the area like that. So we've got these slippers that we use for this section. And I'll share this last. But first I want to show you our little shoe closet. Something that you're going to notice over and over and over and over and over again in this apartment is that there's so much gear stuff. Gear. This is all gear. And this is shoes. It's funny because I feel like I'm supposed to, reveal this gorgeous shoe closet, but these are all the shoes that I own. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 pairs. Let me reveal the other side. Something that I love is having this mirror here right before you walk out, so you can check yourself. You're like, oh no, okay, I look good now, let's leave. So it helps to have this here. This closet is also what do you know?
This is literally all storage for
gear. More gear things. Yeah, all of this is gear. I always use my door space for photos or cards, letters from friends, or in this case, a really, really special picture that was drawn by one of our followers and friends, Rad, and he's an artist. And so we want to get this framed eventually. At the moment, as you can see in the house, there's not quite, the right place to put it. So for now, we just put it on the door. I do keep the plastic wrap rag still on because I want it to stay clean forever.
That's true.
So this is what we have. Little magnets from friends from all over the world.
We have this little area right here, which serves as even more storage. So we have the bathroom and the bedroom on the sides of it. So this right here, for right now, we're just keeping our books and our notebooks, and then we have, just little things here and there. But eventually, I think we're gonna turn this into maybe like a mini bar and have a couple of just liquors of choice just there. But for right now, we're just keeping our books. But my favorite part about this is, like I said, we have so much storage in this place. So let me show you in here. This is where we actually keep most of our camera gear and our mics. Yeah, that's what we keep here. And then, what do you know? We have more gear down here.
So the kitchen is where most of the activity in the house tends to happen. When you're entertaining guests, where you're cooking, and also for us, because this counter space is so big, where we also do a lot of work. So this is kind of multifunctional as a cooking space, hangout space, and also as our little work hub. So most Korean office cells or one rooms that I've lived in never, ever, ever had even a quarter of this much space. So it's so lovely to have all of this here. So it makes cooking and baking that much easier. What I love about my kitchen is just how minimal and neat it is. Nothing has any handles, and I love that. So you just tap it open like this, then you tap it shut. The cupboards all are really, really deep, so there's lots of space in here, which is nice that you have all of the room. And guess what? This is my fridge. 짜잔!
Can I look inside?
No. And it's good because I have lots of space here too for a freezer.
What are you hiding in there?
So like a separate fridge and freezer, which is also not as common to find. So that is really nice to have all of this. Also, we have a microwave, which a lot of places don't come with, and actually a lot of people just don't have. So this apartment came with a microwave, which is just, just convenient. We can actually pop popcorn when we want to watch movies, which is crazy because first time in 8 years I had popcorn at home was here, thanks to you. Then we bought this little oven, and we use this pretty much for baking. Ovens also not too common in the normal Korean home. It's nice to have there. Storage space. Oh, and then we have the induction stove. I actually never really cooked on an induction stove. Even here I would usually cook on like the coiled one, you know?
Yeah, I guess it's not too common here.
Just range. Yeah, so the induction stove, so that pretty much did dictate the kind of pots and pans that I had to buy. But I do have my skillet, which is the best thing in the world. My organized spice rack. We spent a lot of time looking for this. It just looks so neat and organized. I think they really made this apartment with the kitchen in mind, which I'm really, really happy to see. Because you know, like a lot of apartments, it's just like the little kitchen tucked in the corner and you just have to deal with it.
Yeah.
But this is like so central, which just makes everything feel that much better. My little cuckoo rice cooker, and then my water pots. What else do I need to show you in my
What's
kitchen?
in those cupboards?
Oh, well,
Hashtag minimalism.
just to let you know how minimal we are. This is this is all the stuff we own for a kitchen. Just cup plates, literally 2 cups, little sojus, little teacups. So we found like we had the measurements for our spice rack. We had the measurements for our dish rack. Everything needed to fit in just right. Because I like having those little, like that perfect little space and details. Because honestly, when you look at it overall, you just want to feel good about it, right? And if you're spending so much time in the kitchen, you want everything to just be in the right place so it's not a big mess at the end.
Welcome to the living room. We also spend a lot of time here as well. And actually, you'll notice that most of the furnishings here was actually provided by the apartment. We didn't have to actually buy any of our big furniture. So we have the couch here, which is extremely comfortable, by the way. Like, look how big this thing is. Like, it's super wide. So like we chill here a lot. We have the TV right there. But like the couch, the coffee table, and also the TV, this entertainment center, all of this came with the apartment. So we didn't have to buy any of this, which is really cool. These 3 photos, actually, we took them. Like this one was during our Busan trip, in which we released a vlog a couple of months ago. And this is during our Jeju Island trip as well. So that's a drone shot, a photo that I captured. And then Becky took this one of me in Jeju as well. And yeah, so we actually printed it on a canvas and it looks really good. So it adds a nice little touch. This is the first time I've ever seen anything like this, but there's like this railing on the perimeter of this wall, and then you're actually able to hang photos or whatever you want on this wall by hanging it on this hook thing. So yeah, so we were able to do that. Pretty cool. Oh, let me show you the AC as well. So I think this is kind of a newer style, like this is built into the ceiling. Usually you'll see a unit like on the side of the wall. But yeah, this one's built into the ceiling, which is really cool. Sometimes it blows a little too cold, but at least it works.
I will now show you the bathroom. First, the lights are outside, which I think kind of throws some people for a loop. But the other thing is Korean bathrooms, typically you can just make the whole thing wet. It's like the shower and toilet and sink and everything all in just one space. So the whole floor can get really, really wet. Ours is not so much that. There's a separate shower space, which is kind of unusual. The other thing to remember also, we always wear slippers in the bathroom as well. This is our beautiful bathroom. I actually really, really love it. It's so big. It's very pretty. It has lots of space as well. We also have this separate shelf, which really helps with space. And our little dried rosemary sprig, which I really like. It's very modern, I would have to say, comparatively, you know, to a lot of Korean bathrooms, especially ones that I've lived in. I feel like a lot of times they just kind of have a similar vibe and design, but this one is quite different. The tiles that they choose, even the sink, the way that we have the extra space under there, and then of course the separate shower share here, which really helps to keep it pretty, like bathroom and shower. So yeah, it just helps to keep the whole place neat. Turn off the light. Next place.
The bedroom.
Okay. Well, I'll just show you. Come on in. the bedroom. And you know, it's funny when I look at it now, it's like really, really minimal. But I actually really like that. I guess it's very Korean style, but this blanket in particular is quite Korean style. We get like the very thin ones. I'd rather layer multiple thin blankets instead of one big, giant, heavy comforter, because it just makes it so much easier to store and makes it so much easier to wash. And so right now, of course, in the summer, it's kept very, very simple, but even in the wintertime, it's more like layering multiple thin blankets as opposed to just one giant fluffy comforter. This, of course, it did come with the house, came the bed and the mattress came, which was so great. And something that we really liked is this little mood lighting, see? Ta-da! It's touch. And so at night it has a nice little glow. This is what I read by. And over here, speaking of reading, it's my little book cubby. This is my current novel. And I just slip it in there. Has a little charging port on top as well, so you can charge your phone overnight, which is really great. I want to show you this little area, but we bought this separately and we looked very carefully for the right size, the right color, the way to vacuum underneath it, so something with stands, something with a hole in the back. Why? Because we wanted to be able to plug it in through here and use this as our charging port.
So all of our batteries and gear, we charge in there. Keep it out the way.
It really helps to keep less wires and less clutter. And I think it's really neat and organized, so this was a really good idea of yours. Yeah, and this is our humidifier. So, especially in the winter time when things get very dry. There's more storage under the bed as well. You would never know though, would you? I like it, no handles. So, more storage. This is pretty much where I keep the extra blankets and sheets, extra pillows, and little miscellaneous knickknacks that we don't need too often. This is my walk-in closet. And that was actually a big selling point for me for this place, which is funny because I don't have any clothes. But it's nice to know that if I did buy a lot of clothes, I could put it in here. But this is, anyway, our little walk-in closet. And I organized it as this side is all of his things. See? And this side is all of her things.
This is our laundry room. I don't know what you would call it, but this is where we have our washer. And so we actually have a nice little Samsung brand new washer here that we use a lot. You'll notice some more film gear here. Yeah, it's so big we had nowhere else to put it. But we have all of our like hardcore cleaning supplies right up here, and then also like our laundry detergent. So this is sort of where we have all of that. And then we put our dirty laundry here, our recyclables in here as well. And also, one of my favorite parts is we have a steam mop. So we're able to clean the hardwood floors with a steam mop. Oh, another thing that I almost forgot to mention, our Dyson.
I love our Dyson.
This is something that we use every single day. And this is I think this is the V11 Slim, which is only sold in Asia, I think. So the Slim version is sold in Asia because Asia, like the apartments are usually a lot smaller than say in Western countries. And so they made a version that's more specific to Asia. But this thing is very light, super convenient. And obviously if you own a Dyson, you know it's really good. So this is where we have it charging. Yeah, so, one more thing I want to show you is in Korea, most of the time you're not going to find dryers in the apartment. So we have this right here, which is actually our drying rack. You just press a button on the side of the wall and it comes down. So after you wash your clothes, you just hang them up right here, leave them to dry. Extend this if you need more room. Yeah. And that's that. Send it on back up. That is our laundry room.
We hope that you guys enjoyed taking a look at our modern, minimal Korean apartment tour. And let us know what you think. Make sure you subscribe to this channel if you want to see more content, and hit the notification bell so you know when a video is dropping. Leave us a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. And that being said, we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Peace.